Do you have to use photo booth now? Yeah. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the books I read in July and August. Here we go. This is what I read in June. I read The Diviners by Libba Bray. Really highly recommend this one. I don't really want to go into detail about it, but this book was good anyways. I know it's part of a bigger, like a trilogy, or I know there's a sequel out now, I think. Unless I'm sorely mistaken and that was not the sequel. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, it's very nice. I liked it. You should read it. Next I read Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. Mandel? I do not know how to pronounce that name. Let me see. Chill for a bit, please. Mandel. Yeah, Station 11 was really good. It's actually a pre, during, and post-apocalyptic book. I haven't read that many, but of what I've read, you still have traces of, like, physical traces of the apocalypse around you. For example, like zombies or something else that you can't cure. But this one is what the apocalypse came about by what they call the Georgia flu and wiped out, I don't know, they wiped out a lot of them. But anyway, this book was a really good read. It's quite deep actually, because all the people whose stories are being told have some sort of connection towards this guy. I don't know why. I still haven't figured that out yet, but this was a good read. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. And the last book I read in July, or June-July, I don't really remember, is The Lair by Emily McKay. This is the sequel to The Farm, which I read I think last year. Yeah. The Farm I enjoyed. The Lair, okay, this story has a very good plot. It's a good story, but the execution really disappointed me because I tried to count the amount of spelling errors and grammar mistakes in this book, and I lost count because there were too many. I don't know if it went through a beta or anything. Like an editor, at least you would have seen half of the spelling mistakes I saw, but the story was okay. The execution was not. She could have told the story way better than what she did here. So for that case, I don't think I'm gonna read the third book. I think that's the third book. They didn't end it well, so I gave this book like a 2 out of 5 because of the story line only. Now for the books I read in August. Now August was recent, so I can remember what I read. I read The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. And this one was a good one too. This one was actually set post-apocalypse. Yes. The fungus is called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, which is a real life thing, and you find it in these ants, a specific type of ants, and what happens to them is the fungus starts taking over their nervous system and their skeletal system. So the ants kind of go really weird, which is why they call them zombie ants, and they climb to the highest point that they can, like a really high branch or something. They just freeze, and then the fungus fully takes over their body and they die. But soon after, the fungus grows out of their exoskeleton, like out of their back, the back of their neck, and it just like grows really high up, and it has like a little pod there for its pollen. So that's the way the fungus reproduces. They latch onto an ant, control its nervous system to make it go to a very high point, let the ant die, and grow its own pollen pod, which can send out new pollen to infect more ants. And in this story, that fungus has evolved to be able to infect humans. And so yeah, so that's the premise of the book, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it, although it had quite of a bittersweet ending. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but you should read the book. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And the next book I read in August is Half Wild by Sally Green. Okay, Half Bad, the prequel to this, I was kind of like, okay, this is a good book, I like it, I'm gonna pick up the sequel. Did I say Half Wild or Half Bad? And I got Half Wild, and I am kind of obsessed with this storyline now, because spoiler kind of here, spoilers, a little bit spoilers, the ship I've shipped since the first book might come true in the third book, depending on the author's tweets. So I'm really interested in this story. This is a really good book. I can't wait to read the third one, which will come out. And this is the part where I regret reading the book early. It comes out in March 2016! I like this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And the next book I read in the month of August is Winger by Andrew Smith. Winger was really good. It was really good. It covered a lot of things like bullying, like homosexuality and sexuality. This kid in the book, he's 14, but he skipped a few grades because he's plenty smart. So now he's with the 16-year-olds at Pine Mountain. So the story kind of covers how he's still somewhat of an outsider despite being with them for a few years already, just because of his age, and it's a lot of good going through puberty story stuff. I'm not being articulate. I urge all of you to read this book because it was really, really well written. It was funny, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. What about you, Sam? What do you give the book?
5.5.
5.5 out of 5 stars.
The only book I've ever finished.
And the last book I read in August, I actually just finished reading this book, is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Wow. I like it. It's classified as a children's book, but you can still read it even if you are 21 years old and in university, you know, it doesn't really matter, just read the book. Basically what happens in this book is, this is actually on a different planet, okay? Humanity kind of trashed Earth, so they moved on to this other planet that could sustain life. But on that planet, there was a war, and apparently all the men caught the the SPAC disease, and now all their thoughts are being broadcasted all day, every day. Isn't that interesting? Wouldn't you want to read the book? Yeah, go read the book then. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And in relation to this, I am actually currently reading The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. I can't actually tell you what is going on in this book because I don't really know yet. I just started. I'm like, where am I? I do not have a bookmark in this. Oh no. And I'm just gonna put my haul in this too because I didn't haul anything. I actually got this as a gift or a souvenir from the one and only Rachel, who gives me books. Thanks, Rachel. And it's in a paper bag. She got it from Embiggen Books in Melbourne. And she said that they stock really pretty versions of the classics. And she got me Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. And it is so pretty and so cute. Oof. I don't even want to open it. So I can't wait to read this one as well, covering another one of my classics. And that is it for my July/August 2015 book wrap-up and a tiny haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you liked it, and if you like me. Yeah. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.